You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Totally thought they were gonna kill. They might kill.
That it does.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate.
Hey there, good people. Critic and back in another Baldur Day 3 video. I really believe that this will be the end of the Halsin slash Druid Road quest. It's taken me a long time, longer than I thought. I got to kill at least 2 of the goblin leaders with the help of Lump, the ogre. R.I.P. Lump. I really didn't want to have to waste him and the other ogre's potential, but man, these fights in the goblin camp have been pretty intense. But it was worth it. But still, it sucks. I'm not sure why I've had a lot more trouble once I got to the camp. Maybe I hadn't grinded enough. Maybe maybe it was too high a level for me. And it was too late before I realized it. But it's been easier knowing I could just like rest and come back. I didn't think I could for a longer time because there's not a fast travel option. But it seems to not matter as long as I keep the save. And time has passed. But okay, so I'm gonna probably backtrack to get Halsin on our team. I know that basically once that happens, it's just like no going back. You gotta fight your way through. But we're already basically, you know, we triggered a ton of those goblins already. I was able to isolate the healing goblin lady. I was able to just knock off. Well, I fought a lot. Then I kicked Minthara, the drow, off of that chasm. So that was easier. Still tough, but easier. But I feel like the hobgoblin, I'm gonna have to just fight head on. There's no way around it. So might as well just bring our tank, Halsin, the bear, join us. So fingers crossed, the final time I deal with these goblins. Alright, let's go.
If not over, then through.
Amicus anima.
No time to rest. Virtus excientia.
No time to rest. Swift as my feet can carry me.
The ringleaders have to die. The very natural order of things is in danger, thanks to them. Very well. My claws are yours.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me. And while we're at it, we can see how many more of these little worms we can harvest. Now, was there anything else? This way. Won't see this coming.
It comes easy these days. Can't slow down. Let's go.
Take you.
A better position.
Can't even catch my breath.
us closer.
Light on my feet. What should I do?
Let's try this.
Never a dull moment.
Nothing important is ever easy. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Got to concentrate. Your time has come.
You did it! You actually did it!
Yeah.
The leader's dead! Praise Sylvanas. No, that's not right. Praise you, my friend. The Grove owes you a debt beyond measure. Killing's never my first choice, but those three were too dangerous to leave alive.
You know. Big head.
And you'll receive it soon enough. Return to the Grove. I'll make my own way there. I can see to some matters there, and we can discuss what comes next amidst more bucolic surroundings than here.
What's next?
All right, what now? Can't slow down.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Nope. Good idea.
Don't worry. You won't come to harm. I'll protect you.
Are you okay, Green Daddy?
mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
ready, whatever it takes.
Watch your back.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
These boots have seen everything.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
Speak.
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still. Perhaps. Absolute may be a mere pseudonym behind which this master hides. Whatever this voice, whomever this master, it dominates dreams and unites minds. Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Gladly.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halsin had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
I mean, you know.
Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless...
Now you're getting.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it? Still, there'd be no harm in me taking a teensy look, would there? I know all the signs.
Take a look, Volo.
If I just peer in your eye, I can quickly... Oh,
Drinking.
dear sweet gods! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Okay. Where's the party?
Well met. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you take an illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
Probably won't work.
I appreciate where you're coming from. Truly, I do. But these parasites are quite literally illithid weapons of war. And I'm not so certain they won't be turned against us upon consuming them.
Condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile. Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like her. Lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. But this doesn't feel quite right. I mean, it never feels right, but it relieves. This doesn't relieve. Oh.
Magic addiction.
You do plenty for me, more than you realize. But this cannot be remedied. The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was, too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
This sounds way more grateful.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Speak.
Kill the squirrel flame with Gale.
Oh. My, you startled me. I, was miles away. In a manner of speaking, yes. I was lost in prayer, of all things. Mistra, for indeed it was her image I conjured, commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this? Then follow my lead. Now you.
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran mistraril kantrak eo.
Suddenly, the scent of rosewater and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Totally thought they were gonna kill. They might still.
That it does.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate. You realize the weave is making you one. You have but to imagine your desire, and Gale will know it.
I didn't think.
You perceive quick-fire gusts of embarrassment, trepidation, and finally, elation.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting. But it is a pleasant image, to be sure. Most pleasant, in fact. Most welcome.
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
No, there's collectors in the city. Fine. Eldrel didn't want us, and those druids sure as hell didn't either. But you risked your life for us.
I'm glad you killed all the goblins. I hope you made them scared. I knew this would come right if we just stayed positive. Not that your blade didn't help too.
The younglings are a nuisance. But the road would not be the same without them. Thank you.
What do you think of opening?
Let us go! I wish to feel the road beneath my hooves. Taste the fresh grass.
folk.
A cart sounds fine, but do I have to haul it around?
And back to worrying about road rations it is. So many mouths to feed, but, well, that's not a bad problem to have. Thank you, truly.
I'll kiss you when you...
One sorrow ended, the next soon to begin.
Fighting, you run, and you do not stop squirming for anything.
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seems you managed well enough. And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do? My thanks, truly.
Glad to see some goblin blood spilled for a change. Sick of running from those rats.
It was you, right? Who took care of the goblins? I knew you were a good one.
Do you think we'll stay in Baldur's Gate long?
Of course. It's a big city, lots of opportunity.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
A misjudgment. One that should weigh heavily upon her. But the Grove still needs her passion. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. If only you had come to this place in more peaceful times. You'd have been a welcome addition. Soon. Remember the dangers I told you about. There'll be plenty of time to face them. Take tonight to rest, recuperate, celebrate. Tomorrow, I'll join your camp, so I can help with the trials yet to come.
What of them?
They are our guests until they wish to leave, as I said the day they arrived.
Have they blinded you to truth? Outsiders bring only chaos.
And what have you brought? Harmony? Balance?
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
With the leadership dead, no attack will be mounted on the Grove. I am in your debt, my friend. Soon. Remember the dangers I told you about. There'll be plenty of time to face them. Take tonight to rest, recuperate, celebrate. Tomorrow, we can strike out. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
The air feels different.
You think you saved us? You just prolonged the inevitable. Sooner or later, other outsiders will bring trouble to the Grove.
Well, at least the sun is nice. You should try it. Lay down and bask in its warmth.
We're free of the goblins, but the Grove is changed. Wounded. The days ahead won't be easy. I'm glad we have Halsin to guide us.
Do you hear them? The birds? They're beautiful. I've thought of nothing but goblins and tieflings for so long. I stopped listening.
I hear the goblin leaders met their ends. Unfortunate for them, but very fortunate for the Grove.
Salty fish. 3 heads.
You're curious. You got a great many odors about you. What happened to you?
He listens, rapt, hanging on every word. As you near the end of your tale, you see his attention drift as he licks his lips, thinking about something else entirely.
Things are starting to calm down, thanks to you. We can finally get some rest.
I wasn't sure about you at first. Thought you might be trouble. I was very wrong.
Really safe.
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanus bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. To be expected. I'm glad you survived intact. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it.
Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
You did this grove a great favor. Now leave the rest to us.
Leave. You are not wanted here.
I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove has sheltered you enough. I answer to Sylvanus, and Sylvanus only. And you are not the Oak Father.
The grove's gonna feel so empty now. Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you. Ha! Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do when you told me about that tadpole. I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanus' peace to this place, but I'll have the chance, thanks to you.
There's collectors in the city. They'll pay good coin for it, I swear. If there's fighting, you run, and you do not stop. For anything.
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Loosen up, Icaron.
No, an Albert.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
Don't touch me.
Wits and blades, always sharp. No one stopped me yet.
Can't give up now.
Raised our bows.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Are Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
Look at them. How happy they are. We did that. Yeah. Don't tell Roland, but his magic show might be the highlight. He's been doing them since we were little. He'll make it big in Baldur's Gate. I know it.
Talking with them in just a moment.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
I need to dance! No. No, I need to lie down. Lie down. Then dance.
Do devils even grow turnips? Can't all be souls and flesh of the damned.
Let them have fun. I'll be ruining it come morning anyway.
How about
Not like you needed it.
2 tiefling queens, frightful and fierce?
That's more like it. How many goblins
wanted the
did we
easy
kill?
path.
10? Let's make it 20. This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? One raunchy ballad coming up.
Is this everyone? Our numbers have grown so few.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful. True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? Well, that would certainly spice up this evening. Let's wait until things quieten down. Once the others are asleep, we'll find each other. Indeed you will, my love. Indeed you will.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture. How torturous for us both that I'll never get a taste.
Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself. Will looks particularly tempting.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave.
But that's not what happened.
Live a little.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement. Stop. Now? Regrettable. Mark my words. Ceramorphosis will be far more painful than this procedure.
How about 2 tiefling queens, frightful and fierce?
That's more like it. How many goblins did we kill? 10?
Let's make it 20.
That's my girl.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of a celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight. By a Garon's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently, after I was afflicted with my condition. I locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I've given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. Oh, she'll love you. So long as you don't rub her belly. She hates it when anyone does that. The pleasures I experienced in Mistra's embrace go far beyond the thrill of having one's tummy tickled. I remember once, she took the smallest piece of the weave and made it into... Wait, are you saying... You know what? I think I've clearly had far too much wine. And you've had nowhere near enough. I think this is a conversation best held back on. For now. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue excitement may tip it over the edge, so to speak. Go! Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
My pint.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. Watching a bunch of old folks get dumber by the dramful. And when they run dry, I've got a few bottles tucked away to keep things flowing. For a price, of course.
Come on, Alfie, make it spicy.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. I'm the only one showing proper, sober respect. We survived. Others didn't.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? Very well.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Oh, the blade doesn't sulk. I was just reflecting on what has happened and not wanting to be Mr. Serious at a celebration. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. These people are still in danger. Karlach, the creature from hell, will still threaten them, as will 1,000 other perils. They aren't ready to get on the road on their own. You're good at it. You've given me some just by being here. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. I'm afraid my feet are firmly planted to the ground this evening. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Go on now, don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll have plenty of time together on the way to moonrise. I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Spilled my pint.
more. I can't afford to lose any more of them.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. I saw you with Astarion. You two looked cozy. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shah. But there'll be time for penance later. Share a bottle with me? I won't keep you long. I gather you've already made plans with someone for your evening. There. Some liquid courage. And try to get some rest too if you can. Tomorrow's another day.
Spilled my pint.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone.
There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
There you are. I've been waiting. Waiting since the moment I set eyes on you. Waiting to have you. You sleep light. I thought you'd be exhausted after last night. Tempting, but this might not be the time or the place. Delicious as you were, I didn't want to go too far. Now, shall we get on? I want to go before anyone else thanks me for saving their tails. It's a poem, a gift from Cazador. He considered himself quite the artist and used his slaves as a canvas. He composed and carved that one over the course of a night. He made a lot of revisions as he went. I don't know. I never asked for a reading. It's not like I can just peek at a mirror to see. Now let's go, before I regret my restraint last night.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done. Moonrise Towers beckons. I've told you all I know, and now I'll join your camp to help you face whatever's to come. With luck and the Oak Father's blessings, we might actually survive. Are you ready? There is a terrible curse surrounding Moonrise Towers. A shadow curse that drains away all light and life. Few can resist it without dying or transforming into shadow beings. You can try to journey overland if you wish, but I strongly advise you go under. There is a tunnel leading from the Temple of Selûne right down into the Underdark and beyond. The entrance is hidden somewhere in the ruins. I believe if you find this entrance, you'll discover a route that leads to Moonrise Towers, bypassing the worst of the Shadow Curse. Aradin and his lot were looking for the same entrance. They sought an artifact called the Night Song that was supposed to be housed somewhere down there. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. I need her to stay focused on her training. The Grove will need a skilled healer in my absence. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.